Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, hating in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. I got some breaking information, guys, that I was like, you know what, I got to hop on because this is just such a wild turn of events and how quickly this has turned around. I felt like I had to come on and do this and give you guys an update. This is crazy. And actually, let me just give me a second here because I'm kind of trying to, tweet this real quick. So, just wanted to give you guys some information. And this is just crazy to me. So I wanted to share it on the Twitters. So, on the tweets to make sure you guys know what the heck is going on as well. Anyway, hope you guys are all doing well, enjoying your day or enjoying your evening. I know it's late right now, but there's some new information that just dropped. And it's good news, but also I'm concerned. I'm going to say that. I am very, very concerned. We got some comments from a comment from Patsy as well, which I'm going to be grabbing here for you guys. We got some footage, all that stuff. You see the title up above or down below, wherever you guys are watching the show right now. We do have some breaking news that actually broke during the interview that I had with Patsy Smiley, one of the Alcaraz's close family friend. So there is some new breaking information. I'm going to share with you guys tonight. We're going to check this stuff out as a family and take a look at this. Like I said, it's not going to be a very long show, but there is some information here that I find a bit odd. I'll just say that. Okay. And it could mean nothing, but it could also mean a whole lot of things too. And again, as I was saying before, I'm praying for her. All healing thoughts and good vibes going in her direction. But let me say this. This is insane. Okay. But Michelle just said, Pascal, you deserve a shout out for covering the stories and getting the word out quickly about current cases that need the public's help. I appreciate that, but I couldn't do it without a lot of y'all that are involved. Twitter is amazing with that as well. You guys give me so much information all at the same time. You guys are amazing. There's, it's a village. It takes a village. Okay. And I don't mean Hillary Clinton. All right. It takes a village, okay, to do these stories. Okay. So I do appreciate what you're saying there. I do appreciate that. But of course, just want to get the word out there, get the awareness out there. And that's what matters the most. Anyway, before we get into everything, because like I said, it's not a super long show, but I do want to have an open discussion with you guys. So please hit that like button down below. This is breaking. This has been breaking for the past, 30, 45 minutes. So I wanted to hop on and give you guys this live instead of doing it as a pop-up. Okay, so hit that like button down below. Send it past 300 likes. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Okay, like I said, I think this is some good news, but also I think it's some cautionary news as well for all of us. Okay, thank you so much. Needed to hear good news. Thank you so much, Tyler. I agree. I wanted to hear some good news too, but I still am worrisome. That's all I'm going to say. And I'll explain here in just a little bit. Okay, I appreciate all y'all for being here. Okay. And thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate that, Tyler. Okay. Let's get into this. As you know, okay, for those of y'all who are just watching my interview with Patsy, okay, it was a great conversation. Family friend came in. She's now kind of being the media liaison, the media speaker for the family, for the Alcaraz family. There is this 33-year-old woman by the name of Nikki Alcaraz, or Nikki Cunningham, that was last seen May 6th in New Mexico, Moriarty, New Mexico, where she had gotten into a very volatile altercation with her boyfriend. His name is Tyler or Stephen Tyler Stratton. Okay. Just to make that abundantly clear, they were out there on a cross-country road trip from Tennessee all the way out to Southern California. This altercation, cops came in, cops showed up because eyewitnesses saw that there was a full-on fight going on between the two. Eyewitnesses said that they saw Tyler hitting her in the face. Cops showed up. They split the two apart. They drove Tyler down the road 10 miles, and they dropped her off at a Flying J. It's like a truck stop, gas station, without her car because her car was impounded. Now, of course, a friend comes out, helps her get the car out of being from the impound, and she said, "I cannot go anywhere without Tyler." Okay, so she gets in her car and she just drives off, and no one has heard, or actually has not seen her physically since May 6th. So it's been weeks now, guys. We're almost at the end of this month of May, and no one has physically seen her alive. There have been text messages that she was sending through another phone because apparently during the altercation between Tyler and he took her phone and smashed it to smithereens to the point where it's not functional anymore. So she got another phone. She went and bought a new phone, right? She was texting friends and letting them know about all this, that they were still planning on their pilgrimage out to California. That wasn't going to change. She was going to get Tyler, that she was going to drop off. Allegedly, she said she was going to drop off Tyler at a homeless shelter, and then she was going to keep on kicking rocks out to California. Well, now it is something else has happened. Literally right after I just got done talking with Patsy, okay, Patsy Smiley, great woman, great human being. Would love having her on. Gave us all kinds of hard-hitting facts about everything. And of course, we sat there trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Why did this all happen the way it did? Still, a lot of holes in the story that still don't make any sense. Swiss cheese holes in the narrative that we know so far and in the timelines. And we're all thinking this could be bad news. But of course, we're hopeful, right? Well, something new just recently happened. Just as soon as she got done with my show, as we wrapped up, she literally was receiving a phone call at that time saying that they have footage from another Walmart showing Nikki alive. Let's take a look at some of the photos here. Here's one of the photos, and apparently this is a kiosk of some sort that they were at, I guess. And this is the part I'm still trying to understand, okay? But apparently this was this photo and another one I'm going to be showing you guys here in a second. I'll be bouncing back and forth between these two because there's not really a whole lot that has been given thus far. But here's the other kiosk. Okay. Here's the other one, the other photo from the kiosk. And of course, like I said, without you guys, without your help, without you guys putting in the story and giving it even two damns about this story, we would not be here. We wouldn't have gotten this alert. And apparently this photo was taken on May 27th, just only 2 days ago. Okay. Now, shout out to Legacy as well. Shout out to Nerd Addict, of course, as well, because I've been seeing a lot of the information they've been giving. Nerdy Addict was the first one to get me up to date on this, okay? Which is what we're going to be looking at here very shortly. And don't worry, we're going to be going back to this here in just a moment. But I know a lot of us have some questions about what the hell is going on here. Actually, before we dive into this, I'm quite curious as to what the hell is going on with this. And is that Steven next to her? Is that Tyler? I'm sorry. I keep saying Steven. Steven Tyler, like, I keep thinking Aerosmith or something. But is this Tyler right next to her? Hold on. Let's pull up the photo here, the recent one that we have of him. It really does look like that could be Tyler. I think that is Tyler. Now, apparently the family has dove into this photo, and they're confirming, from what we understand through the grapevine. Of course, I haven't gotten it verbatim from the family, okay, themselves, but through the grapevine, they are saying that person that's off to the side there, okay, with the flat bill in the hoodie, is indeed Tyler. So this could explain why his name was not on a registry or on a list of homeless shelters, because he never was dropped off. They've just been kicking rocks and out here in the wilderness streets here, living off grid, I guess. Kind of interesting. Wait, Christina just said his dad is Steven. I worked for his at 17. I don't know what that means exactly, but maybe you want to rewrite that. But very interesting if you worked with Tyler ever or something. Tyler, thank you so much for the 2. I having the same name as him. Yeah, I know that's pretty crappy. Let's be real. It's pretty crappy. Okay. But very, very interesting. Like I said, I'm still breaking this down. I'm still trying to, I'm still figuring this out as we speak. Okay. And of course, I got a couple things I want to pull up here. So I'm going to take this photo down, but you can see it's clear to me that is Tyler. And I think that the family has confirmed that as well. But at the same time, I will wait for them to actually confirm that as well. But let me grab this real quick, because I think this is important. Let's take this. And I will say this too, my thoughts and prayers to the people in Hollywood, Florida right now. There was a mass tragedy that happened. 9 people were actually hit. We don't know if there's any casualties of it so far, but very tragic situation. I just wanted to say that really quick because I saw it, and it was right when I found out about that tragedy. It was when I was doing the interview or getting ready for the interview. But I still want to say that it has not flown under my radar. So thoughts and prayers go out to the people, to the victims and the survivors of the tragedy in Hollywood, Florida, guys. Just so you guys know about that. That's pretty crazy. But I did want to share this with you guys. So let's take a look at this too. Okay, so shout out to I Am Legacy. Okay, shout out to her. Okay, sighting of Nikki who was reported missing out of Arizona, was captured on camera in Redding, California. So she is in California on May 2 days ago, May 27th. That's big. Okay, District Attorney General Crouch confirmed that this photo was taken when Nikki sold her phone at a Echo ATM. All right. So Crouch says that they are still asking for the public's help to locate her because she's still gone. And if she took her phone and sold it, she off the grid, unless she still like has a little burner phone or something, little flip phone. But other than that, she's clearly not contacting any friends or family or anything of that sort. So she just out here, y'all. She gone. She's like I said, I feel like she's off the grid. She's living off the grid. Clearly, she's living off the grid. Okay, but I'm gonna pull up this article too, because yeah, I mean this is some crazy stuff. I'm still trying to figure out what the heck this is all about. It's pretty insane, guys. It is pretty insane. All right. But wow. Good news, because she's still alive. She might be with a really bad person. She might be with somebody who's a really bad influence, but she's still alive, which is great. Okay. So a Tennessee family is desperately trying to find their loved one after they say she disappeared while traveling across the country with her boyfriend, who is currently wanted on an unrelated arrest warrant. He is wanted, by the way, guys. Let me just repeat that again. Okay. And Narm, hopefully I'm saying that right, is saying Reading is very close to the Shasta area. And you remember in the interview, Patsy did say that instead of them going down like south to Southern California, they decided to go up north towards the Shasta area. So if she is in Reading, that would be very interesting. But it does make you wonder, has she made contact with her friend that lives in the Shasta area? Why would she go up there but not be in contact with her friend? Weird stuff. And I got questions. I got a lot of questions. We're going to get into those in just a minute, okay? Because to me, that does not look like a happy woman. That does not look like a comfortably happy individual. I will say that, okay? She looks tired. We're going to look at the photo again. I promise, the photos again. But you tell me, does that look like a woman that is just engulfed in pure joy? I guarantee you, dagnabbit, no, she is not. That is not the look of happiness to me. But let's continue here, okay? So Tony Alcaraz, I'm sorry, last spoke with her 33-year-old sister, Nikki, also known as Nikki Cunningham, 3 weeks ago. We already know about this. She had set out in her black Jeep with her boyfriend, Tyler, and a dog, because they were dog sitting, mind you. So that does make me wonder, do they still have the dog? Where the dog at? Could they have sold the dog too? I have to ask these questions. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just wondering. Okay. All right. And infamous truth teller, Pascal, please forgive me, but I don't need you to give me the whole rundown, but I'm just curious if she is of age or younger than 18. Watch the replay later, so please forgive me. That's all good. She's 33 years old. She is a mother of 2. She has a child that's 12. She has a daughter that's 12 years old and a son that is 3 years old. Okay, so she is beyond under the age of 18. Okay, she is 33 years old. But definitely, please go check out the interview that I just did. I explained it all. We did a really great conversation, broke it all the way down about where she was last seen, all the events that led up to when she disappeared. Okay. And now she's reappearing right now at another Walmart, trying to sell her phone back. So that tells me that they're in dire straits financially, that they need the cash. So soon enough, either they're going to run out of money and they're going to, okay, I don't know. They're going to run out of money and they're going to pop up for help or something, or they're going to get spotted. Now that this story is now becoming more of a national story. That's what I truly believe. But let's continue. Now, we already know there was a run-in with law enforcement, all that stuff, okay? Like I said, go and check out the interview I just did. I just did it literally an hour and a half ago, or it ended an hour and a half ago. So please go check it, okay? She was crying, and apparently this is what they're saying. Okay, so during this altercation, okay, the report went on to say that Stratton claimed he was also hit with blood leaking from his nose, from his mouth and nose. Since neither one wanted to press charges, authorities said Stratton and Nikki were given rides. She was dropped off in Moriarty, and Tony said Nikki called her. She was crying and upset. Her eye was already turning black, and you could tell she was beat up pretty badly. Shortly after the fight, Tony said A family friend, we already know about this, drove out to New Mexico. By the way, that's a very nice friend. That's a very good friend. Drove all the way out to New Mexico to meet up with her, to get her car out of the impound and all that. Okay. Now, let me make sure. Okay. So we already know about all this. So let me get this other one. So this photo that we saw, okay, this very photo that we all saw, which we will be going back to here in a second, okay? So, of course, she was missing. She was possibly spotted at a Walmart in California over Memorial Day weekend, okay? Cheatham County deputy told News 2 Nikki was spotted at a Walmart in Redding, California on Saturday, so 2 days ago. Of course, the attorney general, the district attorney general, Crouch, told News 2 the below photo was taken when she reportedly sold her phone. So she was, like I said, I think they're in financial situation. They're in dire straits financially. Okay, money's running thin for whatever reasons. Okay, authorities are still asking for the public's help with finding her. No other information was released. She has set out. We already know about all that stuff. Okay, but this is still very interesting information, guys. Very, very interesting. Now, I will be pulling up the photos again here. I'm going to do that in just 2 seconds. But I wanted to see if there was anything else being said from anyone. Okay. Because again, it is still wild that she said, I'm not going anywhere without Tyler. So apparently she did find him. They still got together. She got into the car and she drove off. And instead of going down south, she drove north. Now, there's questions on why she did that, why she averted her trip. I have theories. I will get to it in a second. Now, the family did, I did reach out to Patsy to see what was up, okay? And, of course, she had some things to say, which, of course, this is fantastic news, that there is proof of life. This is absolutely fantastic information. Again, let me show you guys the photo. Whoa. Hold on, guys. Hit the wrong button. But take a look at that, okay? But let me just read what she said, okay? Because I said, do you know about this picture? Because I saw it on Twitter and I was like, what? This is insane. Nerdy Adger was like, yo, it's out. She's alive. At least there's photos and proof of life as of 2 days ago, which is fantastic news, period. Okay? Now, I said, did you know anything about this picture? I took a photo of the screen. I sent it to her, because I'm thinking, yay, this is great news. She said, yes. When we signed off, I received a call from the district attorney alerting me that Nikki had been spotted. She said, I wanted to contact you, but I just had to let her parents know, which I totally understand. She says, thank you so much for your help. Nikki sold her phone in Redding, California. The guy had seen the broadcast and recognized Nikki and called the TBI. A miracle. And that's absolutely fantastic. That's absolutely true. I'm very, very happy about that. It's fantastic information, right? So I said, okay, have you guys gotten in contact with her? She said, not yet. We're trying. I said, fingers crossed. She said, thank you. And of course, she'll let me know. She'll keep me posted if there's anything updated or if there's any updates revolving around her whereabouts and if she is okay. So that is some fantastic information. But let's talk about these photos. We got to. Okay. So let me just blow this up. And I'm just going to say it real quick. And I may be reading into this, mother lover. I'm just going to say it. I could be reading into this, or I could be 110% on point. But does that look like happiness to you? The look on her face. Does that look like happiness to you? I'll tell you what. Hell to no. Hell no, it's not. I will say that in my personal opinion. Now, I have to say these things because, I do have a big place in my heart for men and women who are survivors of DV, period. Okay? Survivors of any type of violence in the house, okay, or in a relationship. But I do know that there are people out here in this world that don't know any better or feel like they can't find a way out and feel stuck, feel like they are under the control of that person. And I see this situation and I keep wondering, is she trapped and is she being held and almost messed with, maybe incarcerated because of drug use? And he is one that supplies her of those things. Now, I only say this, and there's other options here too. I just need to ask that question because during the fight, when the cops pulled over and got in the middle of this altercation, there were reports of them clearly under the influence of something. Okay. Now, that could be alcohol. I will say that could be alcohol, but it also could be a combination of many other things. Now, like I said, I don't know her. I don't know Tyler. But we do know that their relationship is toxic and is filled with violence. She was beaten badly. And of course, they were under the influence. So I keep wondering, is there something that's holding her down or keeping her tethered to this individual? And there could be DV going on in this situation too. We have to play both sides of the fence. We have to keep it fair because we don't know anything about both of them. Okay. But there could be a two-way street with the amount of violence that goes on between them. Now, when I hear about her going north, instead of her going south, I think she changed her direction because she was going to go down and see Uncle Steve. She was going south to visit her uncle. Do you think she would pull up with Tyler looking the way she looked and Uncle Steve not doing something about it? So in my mind, I think she changed directions because she was trying to avoid problems. That's what I think. Maybe taking the time, I don't know, so that she can heal. Because obviously she looks a little bit more healed now in comparison to what she looked like on May 6th when the fight happened. So maybe she went that way to avoid. Maybe, again, like I said, these are just questions. These are just theories. And of course, maybe to partake, maybe. But given the fact that she is selling her own cell phone right now, and it does make me wonder, did he sell his phone? Did he sell his phone? That's what I'd like to know too. Remember, her phone was smashed and destroyed. She had to go and get a new phone. And now she's selling that phone back. It makes you wonder, did he sell his phone too? Or no? Or he's like, nah, I'm keeping mine. You need to sell yours though. But again, like I said, if you look at this situation, does it look like a woman who is happy? Does it look like a woman who is fully safe and sound? I don't think so. So in my personal opinion, I still think that she's in a very, very dangerous situation. and she needs to be found as soon as possible. This is not a healthy relationship that she's in, and God knows what they're partaking in. God knows where they're staying. Are they just sleeping in the Jeep? And don't get me wrong, Jeep is great looking. It looks fire, but does it look like it's a comfortable vehicle to sleep in? Real talk. I guarantee you it's not. I don't care how small or big you are. That looks like it would be very uncomfortable to sleep in, period. So where are they staying at? And now that we hear that it's Redding, California, where they were last seen 2 days ago, I'm sure they can really zero in on the area and hopefully find them with the quickness. But she needs to get as far away from this man as she possibly can. This man is a very dangerous individual. But I am very happy that she is still alive. I am very happy that she's still alive. Here's the other one, so you guys can see this too. Now, it's really, really crappy imagery, okay? The images are trash, but we do know that it is her. And there he is standing by. And then it makes you wonder, okay, we also got to play the other possibility here too, because we got to keep it fair. What if she is having a mental break? Maybe she's having a mental break as well. Still, no matter what, if she's having a mental break, she is still somebody that needs to be brought home safe and sound, period. That's still somebody in dire straits. That's still somebody in danger, period. Because you never know what can transpire from that. So, truth seeker, yes, I hope we find her too. No, I get it. I hope we find her too. Okay. But this is a glimmer of hope, which is fantastic. That maybe if we just put in a little bit more effort and everyone keeps their head up, keeps their head on a swivel, maybe they'll find her in Redding in the next day or two. Redding, California. Yeah, and it looks like she's smiling in that photo. It does. It's like, is she smiling in that photo? It does kind of look like she's smiling in this one here. But like I said, she's still selling her phone back to try to get some extra scratch for whatever reason. All right. Period. Crazy information. Kelly Hansen, thank you so much for the 10. Thank you for getting her story out there for more awareness. Yes, absolutely. I'm more than happy to do it. I appreciate the 10. I do. But this is the information we have so far, guys. This is what we got. Again, the story doesn't change. All we know now is that, thank God for her family doing their due diligence, their incredible hard work that they've been doing, getting all the information that they can get. Because you got to remember, this woman is also a mom. She has kids that are wanting her home. And she is nowhere to be, she was nowhere to be found for almost a doggone month. Let's not forget that, guys. This is a mother of two. And those kids, I'm sure, are home, terrified, worried, wondering where she is. So we have to keep that in mind too. Let's bring this mother home. And whatever help she needs, if it's a psychological thing, if it's a mental health situation, hopefully her family will be able to do what they can to be there for her and supply the help and the need and the help and the things that she needs. But first, get her the hell away from Tyler. This Tyler, not the chat Tyler. So, Infamous truth teller. When I was with my ex years ago, I let my phone go out of service to avoid the fighting and arguments about whose the number is this, get physical, but they always still find a reason to fight with you. Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, it makes you wonder what was the straw that broke the camel's back situation on why they fought on May 6th, to the point where they got into fisticuffs. They got into a real tussle. So it does make you wonder. And then he smashed her phone. So clearly it had something to do with the phone. Right? At least I would think. And now they're back at it again. Now she's selling her phone. So it does make you wonder if all the problems are because of the phone and his obsession, because he thinks that maybe she's out here sliding in dudes' DMs and stuff. I don't know. All I do know is they need to get her back home safely and get her away from this dude. Period, point blank. Anyway, guys, that is the show. Just wanted to give you guys this information. Please share this update because this is still great news nonetheless. Great news nonetheless. Also, I will say this. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, I am going to be on again with Shalia Bradley Smith. It's the aunt, the great aunt of the Bradley girls. There was a huge piece of information that broke over the last couple days. All right. Huge piece of information. Could this girl that stepped out and said she thinks that she is Diamond Bradley, could it actually be Diamond Bradley? We are going to find out more information, get her opinion, Shalia's opinion about it. I am going to give you guys a very thorough breakdown of the situation of the day 21 years ago when the Bradley girls were found missing in Chicago, Illinois. We're going to be talking about that. And then, of course, we have the great conversation leading up with Shalia Bradley Smith. So be sure to tune in tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. We are going to be doing some things this week, so be sure to tune in. Okay, guys? Also, please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Crush it. Make it scream out your name. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right? Your boy's working hard out here in these streets to give you the conversation and the stories that you need for the day. So please crush that subscribe button. Anyway, guys, I hope they find her. I hope they find her well. This is only 2 days ago, so there is really great news, I'm sure, about to pop off within the next 24 to 48 hours, and I'm here for it, guys. I will say that. I am here for it. Anyway, guys, it is time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.